Let's start at the Den. Southampton, 8 league games without defeat against Liverpool, the leaders who don't even know the meaning of the word. Great game on paper. Looks pretty good on the telly as well. Here's Brian Moore.
Here's Dodd. There's his cross. A terrific goal by Rideout. Tissier. Still Tissier. Might get a shot in here. No, plays it for Wallace instead. It's another goal! Rodney Wallace. And Southampton are 2 up. Tissier. Wallace arriving on the far side. It's 3 for Southampton. Barnes to Burrows. Penalty given. Case it was, I think, who brought down Burrows. So Peter Beardsley. And he scores. Rideout. Wallace. It's a good cross by Wallace. Oh, it's a fine goal by Le Tissier. Number 4 for Southampton, and that really is the end for Liverpool.
Well, just putting that into perspective, it's only the 2nd time that Liverpool have lost since their defeat at Old Trafford on New Year's Day. That's in League and Cup. So, off the top for the first time in a month. Arsenal failed in their takeover bid at Spurs on Wednesday. It came a cropper again at Everton, who were the fall guys when Liverpool went top 4 weeks ago. They appear to have recovered. Bantamweight Pat Nevin getting the better of Arsenal's heavyweight division. Now, the skills of Tony Cottee are beginning to surface at last. How about that for a £2 million flop? Neil McDonald doing the bit Cottee was brought to do, but who's complaining? Cottee assuming the role of creator again. Pat Nevin in the unlikely role of predator, scoring twice in a game for only the 2nd time in his career. Vintage Nevin. The only other unbeaten team in the First Division, Norwich, were away to Luton. Norwich, in fact, haven't even conceded a goal away from home so far this season. Here's Jerry Harrison.
Norwich had his chances of keeping a clean sheet for a 5th consecutive away game, and beating Leeds' record set 19 years ago, disintegrated within 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Kingsley Black, a deflected shot, Brian Gunn is beaten. Second half, Steve Williams plots a free kick, which catches Norwich napping at the back. Defender John Dreyer pinches it, and that's his first league goal. Now Luton, who found it so difficult to score goals, were really enjoying themselves. Roy Wegerle cast a spell, then David Priest lines one up for Danny Wilson. Norwich, unbeaten so far this season in Cup and League, know the game for the moment is up. But not before Ian Dowie and the Dane Lars Elstrup had given Steve Williams a chance to try his luck. And Luton's first league win in 5 games confirmed. 6 minutes from the end, substitute Jerry Goss is lent on by John Dreyer, and it's a penalty. There was no more doubt about that than the final result. Substitute Malcolm Allen converts it comfortably, but they'd missed Andy Townsend, who was ill, and they'd been well beaten.
Graham Roberts was back for Chelsea at Derby, so with inspiration guaranteed, all they required was a way past Peter Shilton, which is never guaranteed. David Lee's determination, or the lack of it from a defensive angle, opened the way for Kerry Dixon, right on the hour.
The bad news for Spurs, an ankle injury to Paul Gascoigne after only 8 minutes against Sheffield Wednesday. He's doubtful for the Littlewoods Cup tie next week. The good news is that Gary Lineker is easing gently into top gear. That was his first from Terry Fenwick's cross. His second, as Wednesday were outfought and outplayed throughout, came from Mitchell Thomas's centre. And that's Gary Lineker's 7th goal in 5 league games. Spurs' 4th consecutive league victory, and another miserable day for Ron Atkinson, was made certain by Paul Moran, the player who'd replaced the injured Gascoigne. Spurs continue to rise. Wednesday are sinking.
Wimbledon opened up against Forest, no doubt to the delight of their fanzine correspondents, with an Eric Young special. 4 yards out, all together now, a typical Wimbledon goal. Forest prefer to complicate the game. Passing movement, subtle touches, you know, things like that. Steve Hodges' equaliser. After a dismal start to the season, it's all beginning to pay off for Cloughie's boys and the boss's principals. Young and Sanchez fail to clear. Hodges' touch. Gary Parker's goal. That was just before half-time. Now, Gary Crosby away. This one's got penalty written all over it. Unless they can get him outside the box. Curses. Sager's disgusted. There's no need for that. Good goal, though. Forest had won their previous two. Stuart Pearce made sure it was 3. 4 without a league win for Wimbledon. Only 1 at Plough Lane all season.
Lee Sharp's in-swinging corners at Coventry set up Manchester United's first away win of the season. Steve Bruce heading in the first after only 5 minutes. The second coming from the same source after 28 minutes. The longer version this time. And Mark Hughes is handed a chance. Coventry had beaten United twice last season, but didn't fancy their chances here too much after Michael Phelan raced through from midfield to make it 3-0. And United were really flying. United's tempo was now as high as their confidence. It might still be a bit unpredictable, but you can usually predict what will happen if you give Mark Hughes an opening for a volley. And that's 4-0. With 11 minutes from the end, the Coventry were at last given something to savour. A good goal from new signing Kevin Drinkle on his league debut. And that eased the pain a little of Coventry 1, Manchester United 4.
Queen's Park Rangers against Charlton. Never underestimate Charlton when it's backs to the wall time. 5 straight defeats with only 1 goal. There's nothing to worry about by their standards. Plenty of time for that. Paul Mortimer's goal, earning their first away win of the season. Only 3 home goals at Loftus Road so far. Now that's worrying. So 27 down and 7 to go. All of them coming at Selhurst Park, where from the supporters' point of view, the direct route to goal provided a real feast of entertainment. Crystal Palace against Millwall, commentator Martin Tyler.
Antrobus, touched on by Waddock. Oh, and the back pass, it's an own goal. Hopkins. Waddock, it was a difficult ball to try and play, but such is Millwall's confidence at the moment that they're attempting those sort of things. But Pemberton looking to change the picture. Here's Wright. Oh, that's magnificent. Direct, dangerous and deadly. Thomas, and Wright spun. Oh, and it's going to be Bright. 3-1. This is Sheringham. Herlock's got into the centre with Cascarino this time. Dawes looking to supply the cross. And he's done just that. Cascarino, 3-2. Sheringham. Carter is the outlet again on the right. Crystal Palace with Antrobus has equalised for Millwall. Stevens charged down by Gray, fairly, and Wright's away. Bright's up with him. Crystal Palace can win it here with Mark Bright. It's a great finish. Millwall hold their heads.
Well, top marks of the day for that one. It really was terrific value for money. Mind you, there'll be a few people around the country echoing those sentiments tonight, Kenny Dalglish being one of the exceptions. Liverpool, off the top, all the more galling, it's Everton who take over. Up go Southampton, Chelsea and Spurs, who go to Anfield next Sunday on the match. Down below, QPR continue to slide, Charlton and Wimbledon change places. Manchester City play Aston Villa tomorrow. Live coverage in the Granada and Central regions at 3 o'clock. That's it. Right, Jim, back to you.